was bored of rose and a perfect grove with a name whispered low and a soul I sold. Mama said, son, don't you stare at the flame, but I rode with the wind and I called it by name. Ash in my lungs, thunder in my spine, I ride where the stars forget to shine. A deal was struck with a crooked grin, now I carry hellfire deep within. He comes collecting when the night turns black, and I can hear him breathing down my track. This ain't a tale that ends with grace, it's the devil's due and I ride his place. Yeah, I burn the roads, I split the sky, a ghost on wheels who won't die. Chains on my jacket, dust on my name, every mile I ride fans the flame. No church would claim me, no grave will hold, I'm cursed to wander, young turned old. Eyes like coal, breath like smoke, truth in my tongue, lies I spoke. Love was a flicker, gone too fast, buried a ring in the desert's grasp. He comes collecting when the night turns black, and I can hear him breathing down my track. This ain't a tale that ends with grace, it's the devil's due and I ride his place. Yeah, I burn the roads, I split the sky, a ghost on wheels who won't die. Whistle in the canyon, howl in the dust, the devil don't chase, he waits for trust. I gave him mine with a bloody pen, now I pay each night again and again. He comes collecting and I don't run, I ride straight into the smoking sun. This is no prayer, no hymn of peace, it's the sound of chains that never cease. Yeah, I burn the roads, I split the sky, forever cursed, I don't ask why, it's the devil's due, and I ride till I die. Yeah, I'll ride till I die.
Ripped from silence, born from the storm, I wear the night like a uniform. Ain't no road I won't defile, ain't no mercy in my mile. I leave ashes in my way, every step another quake. If the reaper wants a taste, he better come running with haste. Yeah, I leave ashes in my wake. Steel in hand, no second guess, I carve my path through lawlessness. They said I'd break, they said I'd fall. Now they're just names scratched on the wall. I leave ashes in my way, every step another quake. If the reaper wants a taste, he better come running with haste. Yeah, I leave ashes in my way. No cross, no grave, no final word, just the sound of thunder I've stirred. The sky can burn, the ground can shake, but I'll keep walking, wide awake. I leave ashes in my way, every step another quake. If the reaper wants a taste, he better come running with haste. Yeah, I leave ashes in my way.
Fire in my eyes, born from the smoke where the lost ones rise. Mama raised a fighter, not a man to kneel. Taught me cold steel's got a stronger feel. I ain't carved for prayers or Sunday songs. I'm the thunder rolling when the night gets long. Bones in the dirt, blood in the clay. Ain't no white flag flying over my grave. Mercy's hand, forged in the dust of a brutal land. A heart like stone, a soul run dry, ride where the angels fear to cry. Yeah, built for war, not for mercy's call. Stand me up proud or don't stand me at all. Tattooed by battle, scarred by loss, carried my burdens like a heavy cross. Every promise broke like brittle bone. Learned young that a man fights best alone. Whiskey for courage, gunpowder breath. I made my peace with a hard-earned death. Never needed forgiveness, never needed fame. Just a fast horse, a sharp aim, and a name. I was built for war, not for mercy's hand. Forged in the dust of a brutal land. A heart like stone, a soul run dry, ride where the angels fear to cry. Yeah, built for war, not for mercy's call. Stand me up proud or don't stand me at all. My blood, lightning in my veins. Took every curse and wore it like chains. If heaven won't have me, hell's just fine. I'll ride these battlefields till the end of time. Built for war, not for mercy's dream. Born for the fight, not the in-between. Raise your glass for the ones who fall. Built for war, damn proud of it all. Yeah, built for war, not for mercy at all.
sun don't shine, whispers haunt the pines. Lonely roads that twist and turn, every bridge I cross I burn. Crows on the fence, black as night, eyes that gleam with eerie light. Farmhouse creaks like it knows my name, ghosts and sins, they're all the same. Crows on the fence, black as night, eyes that gleam with eerie light. Farmhouse creaks like it knows my name, ghosts and sins, they're all the same. Shadows of the heartache, dark and deep, lost souls wander, never sleep. Blood on the roots, tears in the ground, in the shadow place sorrow's found. Empty bottles, cold as stone, in the wind I hear a moan. Memories I can't erase, in this land there's no embrace. Jackknife moon cuts the sky, stars like scars we both lie. Pain in the soil, grief in the air, a heavy silence everywhere. Shadows of the heartache, dark and deep, lost souls wander, never sleep. Blood on the roots, tears in the ground, in the shadow place sorrow's found. Burned my home, left me to die. Thought I'd beg, thought I'd cry, but I don't break and I don't kneel. Now it's my turn to make you feel. Ashes and lead, blood in the sand. You made your move, now play your hand. No mercy left, no words to say. Only fire gonna light your way. Smoke still rises, sky burns red. Every step I take brings more dead. Ain't no sheriff, ain't no law, just my guns and what I saw. Ashes and lead, blood in the sand. You made your move, now play your hand. No mercy left, no words to say. Only fire gonna light your way. You prayed for luck, but luck ran dry. Ain't no savior in the sky. You crossed the line, you paid the cost. Now I make sure you stay lost. Ashes and lead, blood in the sand. You made your move, now play your hand. No mercy left, no words to say. Only fire gonna light your way.
Dust settles, but I ride on. Ain't no peace till all are gone. Ashes fall, the night runs red. One last whisper, one last death. You hear the silence, don't you? That's the sound before it all goes to hell. You think you're safe, you think you're fine, but when the shadows fall, there ain't no place to hide. I walk alone where the cold winds blow, where the sun don't shine and the rivers don't flow. Every step I take, the ground starts to moan, 'cause I'm the devil's child and I'm here to own. When the shadows fall, I rise. No fear, no lies, no disguise. They'll try to bury me in the dirt, but I'll claw my way out with my blood and my hurt. Ain't no mercy where the wild things roam. I left my soul at the crossroads, never coming home. I'm the ghost in the wind, the howl in the night, and I'll tear down your world just to make it right. When the shadows fall, I rise. No fear, no lies, no disguise. They'll try to bury me in the dirt, but I'll claw my way out with my blood and my hurt.
Out where the shadows stretch and creep, the wind it howls, the willows weep. The ground is cold, the earth won't lie. Secrets buried, lost to the sky. Beneath the gallows, the branches sway. Ghosts of the guilty come out to play. The dirt remembers what men forget. A tangle of stories bound by regret. The moon hangs low, a crooked grin, judging the deeds of desperate sins. Boots on the gravel, a heavy tread, walking the path of the long condemned. Oh, the crows, they circle, their calls won't cease. A choir of darkness, no silent of peace. The sky won't break, the stars hold still, marking the spot where the blood does spill. Beneath the gallows, the branches sway. Ghosts of the guilty come out to play. The dirt remembers what men forget. A tangle of stories bound by regret. Oh, cease. A choir of darkness, no sign of peace. The sky won't break, the stars hold still. They're marking the spot where the blood does spill. On the edge of town they raise the rope. Run of justice, stripped of hope. The story ends, me twilight fell. The wind it whistles, it tells the tale.
There's a house by the river, forgotten and old, with whispers of secrets and stories untold. The windows are broken, the doors barely close. Ghosts of the hollow where no sunlight flows. Stayed drunk. We lived in the shadow, our spirits all sunk. At night we'd hear footsteps on the creaky old floor, echoes of sorrow from those gone before. Oh, the ghosts of the hollow, they call out my name. In the dead of the night, they light up a flame. Haunted by memories that never do, lost in the darkness where dreams are all frayed. The wind through the trees, it moans like a dirge. Broken hearts buried deep where nightmares emerge. A wolf's lonely howl is all that I hear. Living in fear, ain't been living for years. Stars in the sky, though they don't seem to shine. Over this midnight, they no longer align. Caught in a nightmare, awake or asleep. The hollow, it holds me, its secrets I keep. Oh, the ghosts of the hollow, they call out my name. In the dead of the night, they light up a flame. Haunted by memories that never do fade. Lost in the darkness where dreams are all frayed. He came from the edge where the map turns black. Boots made of leather and a soul full of cracks. Smoke in his lungs and fire in his veins. A storm in the silence, a ghost with no name. They whispered in towns he'd once passed through. He don't speak much, but Lord, it's true. When the wind turns sharp and the sky turns red, he's the last thing breathing when it's all dead. He laughs while it all burns. Ashes fly and the black wheel turns. No mercy in his cold wild eyes, just a devil grin. And as the good men die, no prayer, no grace, no concern. He laughs.
church with a crooked smile. Watched the church go up from a distant mile. Said I ain't justice, I ain't sin. I'm the reckoning that crawls within. The sheriff ran, the preacher cried, but the fire spoke louder than the ones who lied. He walked through the heat like a beast reborn, with a past carved deep in a crown of thorns. He laughs while it all burns. No tears fall, no one returns. Just jar and bone where the truth once lay, and echoes that haunt the break of day. The wind may howl, the world may churn, but he laughs while it all burns. Some say he was wrong, some say insane. Some say his blood runs oil and flame, but none dare speak when the dusk light bends and that shadow rides in again. He laughs while it all burns. Smoke sings low and the cold sun yearns. He don't forget, he don't forgive, he don't regret the way he lives. From cursed soil to twisted turns, he laughs while it all burns.
Smell of smoke in a crimson dawn, dust on my boots, sins on my palms. Riding that line between wrong and right, whiskey in my breath, demons in sight. Crossroads called, I answered fast. A bargain struck, no prayers to cast. Ashes and chains don't frighten me. Hell ain't a bad place to be. No angels weep, no choir sing, just the sound of the iron hammers ring, where the broken souls find company. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Fire in my veins, wild and free. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Barbed wire dreams and a rusted sky. I never feared no judgment side. The saints all fled when I came near. The devil just laughed and poured the beer. Every scar's a story to tell. I carved my name in the gates of hell. A throne of dust waits just for me. Hell ain't a bad place to be. No angels weep, no choir sing, just the sound of the iron hammers ring, where the broken souls find company. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Fire in my veins, wild and free. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Smoke curls up like an outlaw's prayer. Freedom howls in the midnight air. No heaven's cage, no golden key. I'd rather ride where the dark runs free. No angels weep, no choir sing, just the sound of the iron hammers bad place to be. Hell ain't a bad place to be. You took your shot, but I'm still breathing. Left me for dead, but I ain't leaving. You built your kingdom on fear and lies. Now watch it crumble before your eyes. Hell's coming with me, no place to hide. You lit the fire, now burn inside. Ain't no mercy, ain't no peace. You made this war, now rest in pieces. And I don't stop till I own this land. Hell's coming with me, no place to hide. You lit the fire, now burn inside. Ain't no mercy, ain't no peace. You made this war, now rest in pieces. Shots loaded, one for you. Ain't no savior pulling you through. You played your game, but now it's mine. Count your seconds, run out of time. Hell's coming with me, no place to hide. You lit the fire, now burn inside. Ain't no mercy, ain't no peace. You made this war, now rest in peace. Blood on my boots, dust on my hands. I gave you time, a chance. Now the Reaper's got your name, and I'm the one who calls the game.
I was born where the black smoke rolls out past the pines and the busted coals. Mama said, boy, you got fire in your veins. Daddy just grinned, whispering chains. I don't take knees, I don't beg for grace. I wear my scars like a loaded case. A heart like flint, a soul like steel. I don't bow down, I break the wheel. I don't bend, I detonate. A fuse lit long by the hands of fate. I ain't no saint, I ain't your son. I'm the hammer falling, the smoking gun. If you cross me, don't be late. I don't bend, I detonate. Whiskey eyes and blood red skies. I walk with ghosts, no preacher denies. Boots worn down on the devil's stone, but I ride like sin, cold to the bone. I've seen good men break, I've watched them crawl. I'd rather burn than beg it all. No white flag, no backward glance, just a one-way path and a loaded stance. I don't bend, I detonate. A fuse lit long by the hands of fate. I ain't no saint, I ain't your son. I'm the hammer falling, the smoking gun. If you cross me, don't be late. I don't bend, I detonate.
pray to heaven you can curse my name, but if I don't care who fans the flame, I don't bend, I detonate, wrath in boots at the reaper's gate. A shadow's howl, a reckoning sound, the kind of man you don't turn around. If you test me, seal your fate. I don't bend, I detonate. So light the match and seal your tomb. I'll be the storm, I'll be the boom. I don't break, I don't hesitate, I don't bend, I detonate.
I carve my name in ballroom tables, leave town before the sun can rise. Whiskey burns where my soul once was, and I don't apologize. My boots drag ghosts behind me, dusting memories on my trail. The law don't catch what it can't cage, and love just tends to fail. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, a little wild-eyed, got a fire in my blood and a hitch in my stride. They say I'm lost, but I know my way through back road nights and Judgment Day. I talk to shadows, I laugh at the pain. I'm a little crazy, but I ain't ashamed. I kissed a preacher's daughter, then vanished in the storm. Left a trail of smoldering silence where my touch was warm. I've danced with loaded devils, I've prayed with broken men. And if I crash in style, just to rise again. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, a little unchained, like a howl in the wind no walls can contain. I bleed in verses, I ride alone with a haunted heart carved out of stone. If heaven won't take me, then hell might try. I'm a little crazy, but I'm still alive. Midnight's where I feel most sane, where the thunder speaks my name. And love, well, it don't linger here, just smoke rings and a silent tear. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, that's alright. I was built for storms, not candlelight. I'll tip my hat to those I've wronged, sing one last whistled outlaw song. You call it madness, I call it me. I'm a little crazy and always free.
The bottle's empty, moonlight's thin. Through the window, whispers come in. Every ghost I've known feeds the gloom.
shadows dance around the room. Gravel roads and a rusted gate leading to a past I can't escape. Memories ache like an old sore wound under a sky that feels maroon. Whiskey and shadows, heavy is the night. Loneliness wrapped in dim, flickering light. Every sigh, a whisper from the past, bound by the silence, hearts turn to glass. Old barn creaks in the midnight pall. Hay's been gone since late last fall. An owl cries, echoes through the haze, lost in the night. I've lost my ways. A locket clutched in my shaking hand. Years have passed like shifting sand. By the river where we used to roam, now it's just me, and I'm all alone. In the shadow of the pines, where the river winds low, a lonesome figure walks with nowhere left to go. Ghosts of old regrets, they whisper through the trees. Lord, I beg for mercy on these haunted knees. Raven calls at dusk as the sun starts to fade. Broken hearts and promises in the life I made. The whiskey in my veins, bitter as my sin. Moonlight casts a silver glow where darkness has been. Beneath the moonlit shadows, as the song starts to fade, broken hearts and promises in the life I made. The whiskey in my veins, bitter as my sin. Moonlight casts a silver glow where darkness has been. the tears I cannot dry. Footsteps lost and weary on this lonesome trail, searching for redemption in a land where shadows sail. Midnight winds are howling, calling out my name. Fallen angels by my side, feeding on my shame. In the depth of darkness, I feel the chill of cold. This road to nowhere takes its toll, with stories left untold. Neath the moonlit shadows, as the sun starts to fade, the past is never far behind, in stories never told. Every step's a sorrow, every breath's a plea. In this valley of the damned, there's no escape for me. Tired of kneeling, tired of praying. Fuck your hope and all your saying. Steel in my fist, dirt on my soul. Come and get it, bitch, lose control. Raise hell or die trying. No gods, no saving, no lying. Fuck your throne and fuck your crown. I'm here to burn your kingdom down. Chewed up dreams, spit out lies. Buried love under blood red skies. Taught by wolves, raised by hate. Kick down the doors, storm the gate. Raise hell or die trying. No gods, no saving, no lying. Fuck your throne and fuck your crown. I'm here to burn your kingdom down. Chewed up dreams, spit out lies. Buried love under blood red skies. Taught by wolves, raised by hate. Kick down the doors, storm the gates. Raise hell or die trying. No gods, no saving, no lying. Fuck your throne and fuck your crown. I'm here to burn your kingdom down. You're down. Middle fingers high in the dead man's face. Laugh while the world lays to waste. You want peace, you better run. 'Cause I ain't stopping till I'm done. Raise hell or die trying. No gods, no saving, no lying. Fuck your throne and fuck your crown. I'm here to burn your kingdom down. Flames in my eyes, blood on my boots. No turning back, no fucking truce. Raise hell or die, fucking trying. That's my truth and that's my sign. gone black. Told the world I'd never come back, but the fire don't sleep in a soul that's scarred, and hell can't hold what's made of shards. Smoke on the wind and blood on my trail. I rose with the storm, pale and frail, but ashes remember every name and every hand that lit the flame.
A ghost reborn, no chains, no lashes. Watch me rise in ashes.
The preacher said I'd lost my way, but the righteous burned me anyway. Now I wear the smoke like a second skin, a silent hymn for what's within. Crows circle high, the gallows grin, but I paid my price in fire and sin. So light the match and fan the flame. I'll rise again and you'll curse my name. I rise in ashes, I walk through flame with a heart that's cursed and a shadowed name. You broke my soul but not my spine. Now I ride the dark with vengeance in time. A ghost reborn, no chains, no lashes. Watch me rise in ashes. The wind don't ask which side you're on when it howls through bones and battles long gone. But I've made peace with pain and dust, and I'll turn your steel to rust. I rise in ashes, I walk through flame from a grave you dug and tried to claim. But storms don't kneel and wolves don't tame. You'll know my wrath, you'll feel my name. From cursed earth and midnight crashes, I rise, I burn in ashes. The moon is rising over the graveyard hill. The night is thick, the air is still. Whispers echo through the ancient tree. Every shadow hides a mystery. Lost souls wander down these dusty roads in ragged clothes and heavy loads. The past is buried, but it ain't that deep. Secrets in the pines, they never sleep. Shadows in the pines, they call my name. A lonesome cry in the night's dark frame. Echoes of sorrow, ghosts of time, here in the valley where the sun don't shine. weathered gates guard the old house in a haunted state. Windows broken, doors askew, memories linger like the morning dew. Silent prayers in the chapel old, candles flicker against the cold. Winds of change, they howl and moan, but in these woods I'm never alone. The night holds secrets deep and dark. Listen close, you'll hear them. Every fallen leaf, every distant cry tells a tale of days gone by. The moon is rising over the graveyard hill. The night is thick, the air is still. Whispers echo through the ancient tree. Every shadow hides a mystery. Lost souls wander down these dusty roads in ragged clothes and heavy loads. The past is buried, but it ain't that deep. Secrets in the pines, they never sleep. Shadows in the pines, they call my name. A lonesome cry in the night's dark frame. Echoes of sorrow, ghosts of time, here in the valley where the sun don't shine. Rusty chains on weathered gates guard the old house in a haunted state. Windows broken, doors askew, memories linger like the morning dew. Silent prayers in the chapel old, candles flicker against the cold. Winds of change, they howl and moan, but in these woods I'm never alone. The night holds secrets deep and dark. Listen close, you'll hear them. Every fallen leaf, every distant cry tells a tale of days gone by.
Ash on my boots and blood in my teeth. The sun don't rise for men like me, born with a curse and raised by fire in a land where mercy's buried in wire. My mom
Mama said, boy, don't you trust no smile. They'll feed you lies and hang you in style. So I carved my law in rusted steel, where the quickest draw is the only deal. Strike first or rot in dirt, that's the only gospel I ever heard. Life don't wait and death don't flirt. You pull that trigger or you're the earth. No second chance, no last good word. Strike first or rot in dirt. But the graveyard swells. I hear more truth in a shotgun shell. I've seen good men die with clean hands, and devils rise with a gold wedding band. In my shadow's wake, each one a name that I had to take. But I sleep just fine in the reaper's grin, 'cause hell respects the state I'm in. Strike first or rot in dirt, that's the only gospel I ever heard. Life don't wait and death don't flirt. You pull that trigger or you're the earth. No second chance, no last good word. Strike first or rot in dirt. Now there's blood on my coat and smoke in the breeze. I ride alone, but I ride free. No laws above, no judge below, just the echo of boots on a desert road. Strike first or rot in dirt. Scars don't heal, but they prove your worth. I chose this path, I claim this curse. My story's inked in gunpowder verse. So say your prayers, but know this first. Strike first or rot in dirt. Thunder rolls on the lonesome plain. Got a pact with the dark, got blood in my veins. Cards on the table, whiskey in my breath. I shook hands with the devil, now I'm riding with death. Oh, the devil don't forget and the devil don't forgive. Took my soul on a wager, now I got no life to live. The road keeps burning, but there ain't no end. I owe a debt and I can't pretend. I hear the chains when the night grows still. A shadow behind me, a cold iron will. The hounds are howling, the gallows stand tall, but death ain't the worst of it. I've seen it all. Oh, the devil don't forget and the devil don't forgive. Took my soul on a wager, now I got no life to live. The road keeps burning, but there ain't no end. I owe a debt and I can't pretend. Salvation, ain't no light. Just a black horse riding through the dead of night. dead never does grow old.